From Disney sweetheart to pop powerhouse, this young kid has taken the entire music industry by storm. But wait, who are we even talking about? Yep, none other than Sabrina Carpenter. Before we get any further, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on another update of your favorite stars. Let's get started. If you could name a person amongst the new wave of artists as a definition of a pop star, who would you choose? Sabrina Carpenter has always been showing off her fire lately in the pop industry. So have you heard this line? "That's me, espresso," by any chance? This is a wonderful chorus line by Sabrina in her latest song, Espresso. And guess what? This is literally the most streamed song globally as of last week. Sorry to all the Swifties out there. She's even been overthrowing Taylor Swift as UK's #1 single, and is becoming their critics' top pick for the most unavoidable song of the summer. I think that everyone would be on the same page when one says that Sabrina Carpenter has been one of the biggest successes of the year, and a big contender for the Best New Artist at the Grammys. This young, talented lady, with her skills and magnetic presence, has been carving out her name as a versatile artist in the realms of music, acting, and whatnot. So if you are a true Carpenter, you will already know how she has paved her path along the way. Now, behind this glitz and glamour, there's a story that many of us are unaware of. Sabrina came to fame when she was just 14, through Disney. Now that's a very young age for an artist, right? Do you remember Maya Hart from Girl Meets World on Disney? I mean, how could anyone forget who Maya was? She's the one-spirited best friend that we all wish we had. This role was played by none other than Sabrina herself. And we gotta say that she's paid full justice to the role. She got into the light of fame after she had played this particular role. And she and star Ron Blanchard had recorded the theme song of the series, making it a hit at the time. But unfortunately, the show wasn't a huge success and lost its relevance, and Sabrina was just a test machine of Disney at the time. Time really matters, doesn't it? Maybe if she had been cast on Disney at a peak time, she might have been able to find more success in her acting careers like Selena Gomez or Demi Lovato. Sabrina's first ever single, "Can't Blame a Girl for Trying," was covered by Meghan Trainor and was a great success, even though she didn't write it herself. She later released an extended play of this record, which people then compared to the earlier songs of her mentor, Taylor Swift. Everything took a turn in 2015, when she released We'll Be Stars, and her debut album, Eyes Wide Open, which took her in a more pop direction. Now, let's be honest here, right? Those were not her best songs. They did miss a lot of stuff at the time, but it definitely shaped her path to where she has grown out to be today. If you ask which year was an important year in Sabrina's career, it would most probably be 2016. This was the year when Eyes Wide Open and Evolution, which had hit 28 on Billboard at the time, were released, and when she was cast in a movie called Adventures in Babysitting. It was the same year in which she had released one of the most fan-favorite albums, Smoke and Fire, along with John Mans. She also voiced a character in Milo Murphy's Law. In fact, 2016 was a year where Sabrina showed off her skills as an actor and music artist. 2017 was yet another year where Sabrina got to explore the field of her music interests. She even went on a detour and opened for Ariana Grande in Brazil. So what do you think didn't let Sabrina smash during the era, even when her music was dope? Well, it was Hollywood Records, the label that is imprinted by Disney. This was something that pulled her back from having an even more successful career at the time. She was on a 5-album contract with Disney, which didn't let her get out of her shell. There were particular rules that implied what the artist could sing, and Sabrina found herself stuck in this. It was for the same reason that artists like Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez had removed their label of Hollywood Records and had tied up with other companies. Sabrina kept on releasing new albums that were true representations of pop culture, and it even hit the billboards. There were a few songs that fans felt were similar to songs of Ariana Grande's, yet they had been a hit at the time. Now you see, when you've been trying so hard to excel in one area, and you don't see so much result, what do you end up doing? Well, Sabrina felt like her music career was not seeing a rise, especially with her tags with Hollywood records not allowing her to write songs of her choice. She felt the need to improve and focus on her acting career. Ever heard of the name Harper Crayman from Tall Girl? It was Sabrina who played this role. She was a super stylish and cool sister who changed the school rules. She also landed the role of Katie Huron in Mean Girls Broadway, which was shut down later. Oops. So this was all the beginning of her era. The first step of her becoming a pop star was getting rid of the Hollywood record tag that she carried around. And this is exactly when she joined the Island Records, under the Universal Musical Group. In 2021, there was a lot of love drama between Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, and Joshua Bassett. The audience said the three were in a love triangle. All this happened when Driver's License had been released by Olivia. This drama was very famous at the time and caught the attention of lots of people, especially after Sabrina kind of gave back a reply through her song Skin, which was released in January 2022. Skin hit the Hot 100 chart at 48 and turned out to be one of the trendiest songs of the year. She even performed this track at the 32 GLAAD Awards as a lovely tribute to the trans youth community. She also released a couple of other songs that were super cool, but didn't show the range it did for Skin. But the song saw a lot of positive reviews and debuted at 23 on the Billboard 200. Just take a wild guess on how many units of the song were sold. 18,000 units were sold, which was a great leap in Sabrina's career all the way. In March 2023, Sabrina released a deluxe version of Emails I Can't Send, and it included other tracks like Feather. The album debuted at number 23 on the US Billboard 200 and received generally favorable reviews from music critics. It was ranked on Rolling Stone and Billboard lists of the best albums of 2022. At this time, Sabrina had a dream come true. Do you have any idea what it was? Well, in June 2023, Sabrina was announced to be Taylor Swift's opener for her Eras Tour show in Australia, Latin America, and Singapore. Even though this was a dream come true moment for her, this was actually what she really needed. It brought her all the attention that has helped her reach where she is today. By the end of 2023, she had released a cover of I Knew You Were Trouble and released Feather in her Emails I Can't Send album and saw a huge peak and hit. Then here comes Sabrina in 2024, where she was one of the performers at Coachella. Sabrina of 2024 is something different and magnificent. And you know it, girls. She has been hitting different albums on the billboards this year. Espresso has now turned out to be a song on everyone's playlist, right? It has also become the longest running #1 song of a female artist this year on Spotify. You go, girl! Please, Please, Please is another must-be-heard song of hers. There are many other releases of hers this year, and they're all the definition of dope. Anyways, that's a wrap of Sabrina's unforgettable career. And guess what? The coolest part is that her journey has just begun. From her Disney days to topping charts, she has been simply wonderful. Also, what's been your favorite moment of her journey so far? And what are you hoping to see next from this rising star? Do drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear about them. If you like this video, then be sure to give a thumbs up, and we'll be back again with more. Until then, goodbye!